Is that the same in the Navy SEALs? Because one would assume that as a leader, you've got to tell people what to do.
That is wrong in the Navy SEALs, and that is not a good assumption. In the SEAL teams, the good leaders in the SEAL teams absolutely have an open mind, want to hear other people's opinions on how to execute an operation, want to hear what shortfalls there are when a plan is presented that, hey, what about this and what about that? And a good leader is not going to impose plan. As in fact, my standard operating procedure was to have my subordinate leadership come up with plans instead of me trying to come up with the plans. In fact, that's the best way to operate.
That means you ask them for the plan.
100%.
Why?
There's a multitude of reasons. Number one, I want you to have ownership of the plan, right? So if I'm imposing a plan on you, then that's not really your plan. I want you to come up with a plan. And I want you to go to your team and I want you to collectively come up with a plan that you all embrace and understand and buy into. So it's going to be a better plan from your perspective if you come up with it. Also, if I come up with a plan, I'm in the plan. So when I'm in the plan, I can't see the plan as well. I want to be outside the plan, looking at it from the outside, from a different perspective, where then I can see the holes in the plan and I can ask you some questions about the plan that you came up with. And finally, if I'm coming up with a plan, if I'm staring down at the map coming up with a plan, well, who's looking up and out? Who's looking at the follow-on operations? Who's looking at where our other units are out in the battlefield? Who's checking on the intelligence that we're gathering about the enemy? If I'm looking down and in, I'm not looking up and out. If I'm coming up with a plan myself, I'm looking down and in. If I'm letting you come up with a plan, I can look up and out, you can look down and in, and we can have a lot more awareness of the battlefield.